Do that, Lisa? Oh, there we go. Okay. It always pops up right when I'm in the middle of saying good morning and live from Western New York. But great listings. And thank you, Chuck and Lisa, for sharing those. And let's just talk for a minute about the fact that Lou and Matt and Kathy and Ken are all enjoying themselves in Cancun this morning and for a few days on the company trip that many people qualified for, the travel incentive program. So congratulations to all of you who did qualify and who will be watching this recording at a later date. And to the rest of you, I'm so happy that we can spend our Monday morning together and kick off the week with one new agent from the Rochester, Maine office. Welcome, George, and to the rest of the people who, are experienced agents who have joined us or newer agents who have joined us in the last 30 days. And I'm delighted to see that Heidi has come back to us at the Lancaster office. I hope you're on this morning, Heidi. Welcome. It's great to see you back with Howard Hanna and many of the other agents on here. Welcome to you and good luck as you go out into the market and practice real estate. Next, we have as you've been hearing, the Buffalo region is doing our Kentucky Derby fundraiser coming up very quickly. It's only 19 days away, and that will be an absolute fun time at the Hamburg Brewery. Lisa Avery is delighted that we're having it in her market. However, we have to see some ticket sales from some of those Hamburg, Orchard Park, West Seneca, East Aurora agents. They've been asking for an event in the Southtown. So we did it. Now we expect you all to buy tickets and be there to support the Derby fundraiser. And a really fun thing that we're going to be doing this time is we're going to be doing our split club based on the horses. So you can actually put some money down on a horse. We're not calling it betting. It's not betting. And we will split the proceeds with the winner. So we're doing some light gambling, if you will. Yikes. I better not say that in here, but we will be having some new and different fun things with $60 a ticket. So men, get your sport coats and your bow ties out. Ladies, get your derby hats. I saw that one of the agents posted she's making her hat. So it should be a fun time and everyone is invited. It's open to the public. It's Buffalo, it's Rochester, whoever would like to attend. So we're hoping that we can, bring in a good crowd again as we have in the past. We're also still looking for items and sponsors. We've been very successful in the past with getting sponsors to our event, but if anyone knows of anyone that would like to be a part of this great cause, the Howard Hanna Children's Free Care Fund, we certainly do encourage you to give me a call or anyone on the committee a call and let us know, and we're happy to send you the packet or reach out to the potential sponsor. So thanks for giving me a minute to do a little infomercial on our upcoming Derby event. Thanks so much. This morning, we're going to be hearing a little bit more about East Aurora. Every week, as you know, we've been trying to focus on an office in the Buffalo and the Rochester market and surrounding areas. And so this morning, we're delighted to have Tom Mason with us, the manager of our East Aurora branch. And I just love East Aurora. It is such a quaint, little area. So good morning, Tom. What do you have to share with us today? Where are you?
So we are off of Main Street in East Aurora. Hi, everybody. I'm Tom Mason, by the way, from East Aurora office. We're off of Main Street in the Village. This is the Healthy Zone ice rink, which, as you can tell, is now a lacrosse field. Fun fact about this is all of the boards, the ice making equipment, the glass is all from the original 2008 Winter Classic, which was the first Winter Classic. It was held in Buffalo at the Bills Stadium. I forget what the stadium was called at the time in 2008. So this was kind of the only dry place we could find today because it started raining. Our office right on Main Street in East Aurora, where there's kind of a downtown area, and then there's another busy section down by the traffic circle, which is where our office is. Some people may know the Barbell. That's our side of town. As far as draws in the area go, there to move to East Aurora, there's a ton of them. This is one of those towns that you drive into work every day and you feel pretty lucky to be working in East Aurora. Um, Home to the Roycroft campus, which is, some of you may know of that. I won't go into a ton of detail. We've got a beautiful downtown, great shops, amazing architecture, amazing restaurants. This is kind of the place a lot of people come to when they want to go out and eat, go out for some drinks. Speaking of that, probably one of the big draws in East Aurora, if you're talking about drinking, is we do not have an open container law. So you can actually walk around town with your beer, your wine, or whatever your favorite drink is. So that's great. Amazing architecture through the whole village. The houses have really kind of kept to their, you don't see a lot of houses that have just been completely gutted and have no character anymore. There's just a lot of character in the architecture around the village. We are about 25 minutes from downtown Buffalo. It's a pretty quick hop onto Route 400 to the 90, and you can be downtown. So we're still close enough to jobs that it keeps our prices fairly high. And we're also, another fun fact, we're the headquarters for Fisher Price as well. We've got a good school district as well. This is a super busy town all year long. I came through Saturday night and the place was just crawling, but we've always got a festival going on. We have the East Aurora Music Fest. Town is crawling for that. We have Borderland Festival, which is at Knox Farm State Park. And then we also have the Taste of East Aurora. We have an annual carolcade where everyone gathers downtown and sings Christmas carols. It's thousands of people that come downtown for that. So that's a little bit about the village. It's an awesome, awesome village. We're close to Buffalo. You go the other direction, it starts to get rural. So our market here is, everything from high-end $1 million+ houses to, lots and, farms or places sitting on 5 acres. Our average sales price in the village is $382,000, and our average sales price in the town of Aurora is $437,000. So fairly high prices in the village. If you want to get close to East Aurora, you can go out to Marilla, Holland, Alma, Colden. Those areas will get you close to the village, but maybe prices a little bit lower. Really, pretty much anything that goes on in the village of East Aurora right now is getting multiple offers and going mostly cash. Our office, we've got an average sales price of about $300,000. Some of that is indicative of us serving some of the more rural areas as well. But we do sell quite a few high-end houses out of our office. And to brag on the office a little bit, we are #1 in units and volume in the village and the town of East Aurora. So that's East Aurora for you. I wish we could have done this on Main Street in downtown because it's a really, really awesome Main Street, but this seems a little bit drier for us at the moment. So
good. Well, Tom, we'll have to have you back so you can share with us some of the absolutely beautiful homes and architecture, especially, the excitement along Main Street. It's really a great place to visit as well. And I can see why you would be #1 in that particular market. Your office is in a great location in East Aurora. So kudos and congratulations on that.
awesome.
So thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Charlene.
Okay, take care. So this morning, I wanted to just chat with you since we don't have a one of our regional vice presidents or general managers on the call, and they kind of threw it back to me and said, go ahead and
Holly are the only ones though.
go ahead and choose a topic that would work. And so, I read Helen Hanna's email on yesterday rather, and it was related to going back to basics. And I don't know how many of you took the time to read it or do, but she went into all of the information as it relates to listings being, the most important part of what we do. And, I started to think about it, and I was reading an Inman article recently about going back to basics because they too decided that April was going to be designated as Going Back to Basics Month, which is pretty incredible for Inman. And I just wanted to mention to you that one of the key things that we do as realtors when we list is we write ad copy, we take photos, and that's how we present a property to the consumer. And we've had conversations before as Chuck and Lisa have pulled listings up for us to review. We've talked before about the importance of photos because so many times, a potential buyer will look at the pictures and completely disregard the property if they don't like what they see. That's why photos are so critical. And then the other part of it is that's so important is what we write, our ad copy. And so in this Inman article that I read recently, it said that agents, let me just find exactly what they said. Agents think, many agents, not all agents, because some of you are fabulous with writing descriptions, but many agents find that the listing description can be a very challenging job for them, and posting good content is a challenge, as well as posting good content about their listing on social media. So today, I thought that I would just bring up the topic of Chat GPT. And I don't know how many of you are familiar with it, but one of the things when we started doing live from Western New York, one of the things that was important to me was for us to talk about new trends entering the industry. And while back to basics are so important, I think that new technology that can help an agent to be more productive is also extremely critical. Some we embrace, some we don't. But the Chat GPT, which is the chat generative pre-trained transformer, and so I think that this would be a really, good conversation to have. And I don't know how many of you are have talked about it, or how many of you have actually utilized Chat GPT. But suddenly everyone's talking about artificial intelligence, even though it's been around for a while. It's now entering the real estate industry because OpenAI, and you want to remember that OpenAI debuted in December, and over 1 million people signed up within 5 days. The first 5 days that they launched OpenAI, free, they had 1 million people signed up within 5 days. And now today, which it's April, just a few months later, they have over 100 million people signed up. And Inman went out, and I don't know how many of you subscribe to Inman, but Inman went out and they conducted a test of the top 3 chatbots. And if you're a subscriber of Inman, and I'm not here to promote you subscribing, but if you are, you can review the comparison. But the bottom line is that they considered Chat GPT to be the granddad of all of them. And it's free right now. I don't know if it will continue to be free, but now that they have 100 million people, who knows? But if you also go on and you want the Chat GPT Plus, an enhanced version, you would pay, $20. And it's not just, I'm going to just talk about one aspect of it this morning that affects our industry, but there's so much more. And Lisa and I were chatting beforehand about it. Instacart has a plugin to generate, if you put in ingredients that you have, you can come up with a recipe, or you can plug in a recipe and it will just automatically add the ingredients to your cart. Open Table, you can tell the chatbot what type of restaurant you're looking for, and it will automatically find and reserve a table for you. But I just want to say, as we talk about, and it's a very controversial topic, artificial intelligence and robots and how they will interface with us. The Inman article goes on to say that the consumer will always need a level of human intervention. And AI does not do a good job of discriminating fact from fiction. And an agent's knowledge and experience out in the marketplace will obviously, still play an important role for, for many people. So what I did was I kind of did a little experimenting with it and threw in some ad copy, maybe that I pulled from a listing that an agent had on a listing. And then I asked Chat, GPT to generate their ad copy for us. And I wanted to share it with you because if you were an agent who is challenged by writing something, descriptive, you may find this to be, helpful for you. So I just took some notes, very, very basic, not a fancy PowerPoint presentation, but I just want to share it with you. Let's see where we have it. Let me just pull this up. And so again, this was an article that was in Inman, and I just wanted to make sure that I give them due credit. And it goes on to say that chatbots, as it relates to our industry, will enable the rise of the truly tech-enabled real estate agent, one who can serve more consumers on a more consistent basis and provide a higher level of quality service. So it also goes on to say it will lead to a huge productivity boost in many job types across the entire industry because it could automate some of the tasks, which this is one of them, that I'm talking about, one of them being, okay, are you guys seeing the Zoom commercial? Or are you still seeing my screen? Okay.
We see your screen, Charlene.
You do, okay. I don't. So let me just get out of this. Oops. All right, let me just get out of here for a minute and go back. Yeah, I got a commercial that popped up on mine, so let me just see if I can get back to my screen. There we go, sorry.
We see your screen again, Charlene.
Okay, great, thanks. So the article goes on to, just trying to scroll down here a little bit to share with. Now I'm having difficulty pulling it up. I'm so sorry. Let me just do this. Okay. So this is what I put in. Put in a patio home for sale, 2 bedrooms and office, finished basement, rec room, 2 full baths, large kitchen with a spacious dinette, open living room and dining room, features gas fireplace, hardwood floors, HOA for a carefree lifestyle, and overlooks wooded green space from awning covered deck. Okay, so that was actually a description of a piece of property in the MLS. So I pulled that. And this is what the response was. It looks like a lovely patio home. Here are some key features based on your description. And so it bulleted all of the items. Like for instance, office, having a dedicated office space is a great feature, especially in today's work from home environment. Finished basement rec room. This is a bonus feature that can add extra living space. 2 full baths, having 2 full baths is convenient. So it went on and it bulleted, the things that I put in there. And then what I said to it was I asked it to regenerate a response for ad copy. So you have to tell it exactly what you want it to do. It's a robot basically. So when I did that, so sorry. Every time I screen down, I lose it. I'm so sorry. Okay, here we go. So this was the regenerated response that it gave me. This is the ad copy that an agent could have actually used and put in. Now, I'm not saying that, you're going to want to, utilize this to write your copy, because you have to go in then and make some changes to it, obviously, but it does give you the opportunity to kind of brainstorm. And maybe if you are a creative person, you don't need help, but if you aren't, and you're looking for other words to use, this is what it came up with. Looking for a carefree lifestyle in a beautiful move-in ready home, look no further than this stunning patio home with 2 bedrooms plus an office and a finished basement rec room. There's plenty of space for living, working, and relaxing. You'll love the large kitchen with a spacious dinette and the open living room and dining room featuring a gas fireplace and hardwood floors. The home also features 2 full baths, making it perfect for guests. Well, we'd have to take that out because of, fair housing. One of the best things about this home is the HOA that takes care of lawn care, snow removal, and other maintenance tasks, leaving you free to enjoy your home and the beautiful wooded green space that it overlooks. And when you want to relax outside, you can do so comfortably on the awning covered deck. Don't miss your chance to own this beautiful patio home with all the features you've been looking for. Contact us today to schedule a tour. So, some agents can just throw in, a brief description, and it will auto generate a couple of responses, and you can ask it as many times as you want. And then you can take that copy. It's kind of like I said earlier, a cool brainstorming session with a robot. This one here, I put in generate, and I told it now to generate the ad copy for a 2-family home, prime North Buffalo, 3 bedrooms in each apartment, double lot, 2-car garage, very basic information, perfect to live in or great investment. And so it goes back to, it started with the same question that it did in the previous ad, looking for a spacious 2-family home, prime North Buffalo, look no further than this stunning property, 3 bedrooms in each apartment, plenty of space, blah, blah, blah. Whether you're looking to live in one unit or rent out the other, searching for a great investment, this home is perfect for you. And then it goes on to providing ample parking for you and your guests. So we'd have to take that growing family thing out again. But don't miss your chance to own this amazing property in one of Buffalo's most sought after neighborhoods. So it's kind of a cool tool to be able to use, but obviously it goes a lot further than that. So then I asked it what kind of person makes a good real estate agent, because I wanted to see, what it had to say about that. And this is what it said. A good real estate agent is someone who has a variety of personal and professional characteristics that make them effective at their job. And here's some traits: excellent communication skills, strong interpersonal skills, knowledgeable about the local market, housing trends, pricing, inventory, organized and detail-oriented, resourceful and adaptive. And this one here I really like, because it goes on to say that real estate is a constantly changing industry, and a good agent should be able to adapt quickly to new technologies, trends, and market conditions. They should also be resourceful and able to think creatively to solve problems, honest, ethical, persistent, and hardworking. And that one goes on to say real estate transactions can be complex. Yeah, no kidding. And time consuming, but a good agent is persistent and hardworking. So overall, it goes on to say that a good real estate agent is someone who has a combination of personal and professional qualities that make them effective at helping clients buy and sell homes. And then I could regenerate another response if I wasn't happy with that one. But as you prepare your marketing, and as you look at things to put out there on social media, some agents are actually using the Chat GPT for blogs that they're writing. I happen to know someone who manages a very large firm, and he uses it. He told me that he had to do reviews of all of his employees recently. So he told it what he's looking for in a good employee in a certain department, and that he needed some questions, like 10 questions. Give me 10 questions that I could put down to ask my employees that would be good in this review process. And it kicked out 10 questions. Now, he didn't use them verbatim, but it was a really good starting point for him to be able to, put this out in front of his employees without him sitting there and having to try to, create this in his head. So I wanted to bring this out to you today because, I wanted you to see what, some people are using to do their blogging, what some people are doing to maybe, use a tool that's out there in the market for us that, right now is free. And all you have to do is go in. There's not an app for it, as far as I know right now. So it's right on my laptop. I just Googled OpenAI and I signed up for it. And I was able to, do some auto generating of ad copy, throwing in some listings and just seeing, how it could help you as an agent. And my thought process is that the most important thing that we do for our seller is market their property so that we get more eyeballs on it, right? And so what better way to do that than to use some creative juices that sometimes we tend to, when we write a listing, I've seen agents who use the same verbiage over and over and over again. So this gives us kind of like an assistant without having to pay one to help us do some, more creative writing. And so I hope that, that's helpful for you. And I hope that you now understand what a little bit of the chatter is about the chat GPT so that you can, be in the know. I guess in the know is really Lisa and I, when we were talking about putting this together, in the very beginning, this show, we said, we want our agents, Lisa actually said it, Lisa Avery, she said, we want our agents to be in the know, and anything that we can share on Monday morning, to help them to be more productive is really what, we want to put out there. And so I hope this is helpful for you. And if we can move on, Lisa, to the balance of the program. Thank you, everyone, for your patience as I scroll through.
Charlene, before you do that, I think it's a really good topic, and I think this format turned out really well based on the comments from the chat. So I just want to take a moment because you got a lot of great feedback on the chat, and we can tell that some people have not used this before. And so having questions like, can we enter the maximum number of words? Like, how specific can you be when you're asking the chatbots to work for you? Can you say, I want a 20-word ad? Have you had a chance to check any of that?
Absolutely. You can put in any specifics that you want. But I do know that, and the more specific that you are, the better, your auto generate is going to be. And when you get it for free, please understand that it's on a limited basis as it relates to how much time you can utilize it. So, you're getting it for free, but it's, with limitations. So, but you will be prompted when you sign up for it to read that and understand what that's all about. And then if you find that you like it and you want to subscribe to it and get the plus, you can certainly take it to another level. Some agents are using it to fill out their sales information sheets. Some agents are using it for a lot more. I mean, it's much bigger than ad copy. I just pulled that one aspect of it out for you to understand, what it is. And, I thought maybe it could be helpful for you. So I think, Lisa, to respond to your comment, get on, go to OpenAI, log in and check it out for yourself. I think that's the best thing. And it's, like I said, it's pretty easy. I mean, I'm in the business over 40 years. I'm able to utilize it without any problem at all. So for many of my techie friends out there, I think that you will love it and enjoy it. And like I said, top leaders around the country are using it in their businesses. And every time I read something now, I'm looking at it and saying, I wonder if they use Chat GPT or whether they came up with that on their own. So let's move on. And if we want to talk about it at a further Monday morning meeting, we certainly can. Thank you. So for the balance of our program, we just want to remind everyone about upcoming education. I can see that they're doing a really cool road trip, What's in a House, on the 21st. For anyone who's interested in, learning a little bit more about new home construction and the rest of it, is right there posted on the Howard Hanna Academy website. Thank you so much. I think that's a wrap, Lisa. And I hope that everyone has a great week. And to our friends in Cancun, enjoy and be safe. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Charlene.